Okay, so welcome to today's Bitmex Stoploss class. My name is IB McDonald. I'm the founder of Crypto Harvest. It's a trading and education, crypto trading and education platform. So today I'm going to be taking you on stop loss and take profit. Now, stop loss is used in a trade that is going against you. It is set because you cannot control the market, and you know that sometimes coins might decide to go the other way. If you're on a short position, it might decide to start pumping, and if you're in long position, it might decide to start dumping. So it's always good to set your stop loss in case the market is not going to your favor, so that you don't lose so much in the trade. Now, take profit is the opposite of stop loss. In take profit now is going in your favor, and that is where you like to close your trade or take some profit. Now on Bitmex, you can set take profit and set stop loss at the same time. I know on some exchanges you can't set the both of them, but on Bitmex you can set take profit and you can set stop loss. Now, as you can see over here, you have where you place your orders, and on that tab we have the limit, the market, and then the stop market. Now, if I click on this little arrow by the stop market, I'm going to see different types of stops. You see your stop limit, your trailing stop, your take profit limit, and your take profit market. Your stop limit is a form of stop loss. Your trailing stop is used to set a buy order at a trailing price. Your take profit limit is a form of take profit, and then your take profit market is a form of take profit too. If you click on this stop market, it's a form of stop loss too. So I prefer using the stop market because the stop market stops loss immediately the price in the market gets to that point where you set it. Now this is what determines your take profit price or your stop loss price. This place, you can choose what you want, either the mark price, the last price, or the index price, as you want it to be. Maybe when the index price gets to so price, you want it to take profit or stop loss, or when the mark price gets to this price, you want it to take profit or stop loss, or when the index price. But I prefer using the last price because the last price is the price on this particular exchange. The last price is the price someone just bought at or someone just sold at. So I prefer using the last price because the index price doesn't determine the last price, the price on Bitmex itself. The mark price too doesn't determine the price on Bitmex itself. As you can see, the mark price here on the exchange for Bitcoin, you can see it's 6510, while the index price is 615. But the last price now is 6495 on this testnet version. So if I'm going to use index price or mark price, things might be going worse. Meanwhile, I'm still waiting for it to get to that price on the index or the mark. So I prefer using last price, please. Okay, so for us to set stop loss, we first of all need to buy something or short something or long something. So I'm going to click on my limit now. I will use my limit to try to long BTC. Now, like I always say, the first thing you do is to choose your leverage. The higher your leverage, the higher the risk. The lower your leverage, the lower the risk. So I always use 10x for Bitcoin if my entry is good. If my entry is good, I always use 10x for Bitcoin. Now your leverage is always set to cross margin by default. So if you don't change your leverage, you always use cross margin, you'll be putting yourself in a very, very dire situation. Now I put my leverage, that's the first thing, 10x. The second thing I come to do is to put in the price I want to buy at. So I'm going to be putting in 6496 because I want my order to fill immediately. Then put in the quantity you want to buy. Now, as you adjust the quantity directly under the buy/long and sell/short, you're going to see cost. That is where you see the amount you're spending, the amount of Bitcoin you're spending for the trade. So I'm going to adjust my quantity, let me say to 500. Okay, let me change it to 300. I want to spend 0.0005. So now on the cost I'm having 0.0046. So I'm going to adjust it again to 320. Okay, now I have 0.005. So I'm going to go long. Now I'm going long. Click on buy long. My liquidation price there is 5933. So what this means is that if Bitcoin drops to 5933, I'll lose all the 0.0050 I put into this trade. So I click on buy. Now my order has been filled. It has been filled. I have 320 contracts that I bought at $6,496, and on 10x leverage, and my estimated liquidation price is 5,933. My return on investment, my return on equity so far is 2.53%. Now this 2.53% is showing me based on the mark price, not based on the last price. Okay, the mark price is 6511. So based on 6511, I have made 2.4%. So it's always good to check your last price, not your mark price, before you're setting sell. All right, so take profit now. My take profit, it's dependent on my leverage. Because I am using a 10x leverage, it means that if this coin does 1%, I am making 10%. But if it goes down by 1%, I am losing 10%. So I entered at 6496. 1% of 6496 is 64.9. That is $64.96. So let's just say 65. So if this coin has $65, I'll be making 10%. But if it drops by $65, I'll be losing 10%. You understand? So let's leave if you want to calculate, you always use the Bitmex calculator here. Let me click on the Bitmex calculator. The Bitmex calculator is always giving me issues on my phone screen. So I'm going to do that maybe after the class. Let's just place my take profit. I come over here and I click on this little arrow. I click on take profit markets. I prefer using market for all of them, for stop loss and for take profit. Now I say if Bitcoin gets to 6550, I want to take profit, or 6530, I want to take profit, and the quantity will show the quantity of contracts I want to take profit. You can take profit for all the contracts you bought, which is 320. You can decide to reduce it and say, okay, I want to take profit at this price for 200 contracts. And then you set another take profit for the remaining 120 contracts. It's your choice. So I'm taking profit for the entire 320 contracts at 6530. Now, as I long while I was coming into the trade, I bought. I'm going to sell now that I'm going out of the trade. So I'm going to take profit, sell. Take profit, sell, because I'm on a long position. Had it been I sold short, I'll have to do take profit, buy. So now I'm going to take profit, sell to close this trade. So I'm clicking on take profit, sell. I go to sell. So my take profit order has been submitted, and I'm going to find this as stops. If I click on my stops, I'm going to see my take profit order there. I'm going to see my take profit order there. It's going to trigger. My take profit order is there, and it's showing me that it's showing as a stop because it's a form of stop. So it's 320 minus 320 at market. Once the market price gets to more than or equal to 6530, and then my trigger price from what's the difference from now to my trigger price is minus $34.5, so it's remaining $34.5 to get to my trigger price. And the type of order I set is take profit market, and the status right now is untriggered. The time I set it is 9:53 a.m. so that's what that means. I'm going to go back now and set my stop loss. Now for me to set my stop loss, I click on this little arrow and I click on stop markets again. Now if this coin goes down, it means I am losing money. If it goes down by 1%, I am losing 10%. Your stop loss should be set based on technical analysis to know when the coin is going the reverse way. But if you don't know technical analysis, or you don't want to use technical analysis, your stop loss should be set based on based on what you think you can bear, the highest loss you think you can bear for this trade. Someone using 1 BTC might not want to set 10% stop loss. Meanwhile, someone using 0.01 can set 10% stop loss. So it depends on you. You can also use your Bitmex calculator to check how much you'll be losing if you set stop loss at a certain price. So I'm going to be setting stop loss here. I'm going to be setting my stop loss now for the entire 320 contracts. Now my entry price is 6496, so I'm going to say if Bitcoin gets to 6450, I want to stop loss. So remember, I bought while coming in, so I'm going to sell. So I'm going to set sell stop. Had it been I sold while coming into my trade, I'm going to have to set buy stop. And I'm setting stop loss for my entire 320 contracts. You can set stop loss in different stages you can split your contract and set your stop loss. You can decide to set stop loss for 300 contracts now and 20 later at a different price. You can set stop loss for 150 and 170 later. You can set stop loss now at 6450 for 100 contracts, and then 6400 for 220 contracts. But I'm going to be setting stop loss for the entire 320 contract at 6450. So I'm going to click on set sell stop, and then I sell. Now note that your stop loss price if you're on a long position, your stop loss price has to be lower than your entry price, and it also has to be lower than the current price on the exchange. Had it been now, as I bought at 6496, had it been price has dropped to 6450 and I wanted to set stop loss, I can't set at 6450 again, because the price is on the exchange is now below or at that price I want to set. So I have to go lower than what the current price on the exchange is. If you're shorting and the price has gone, you can't set stop loss at that particular price it is on the exchange. It has to be higher than what is you're currently seeing, and also higher than your own entry price. I thank you so much for your time. You can join us on Crypto Harvest and trade with us. We have different classes for beginners, intermediate classes, and also master classes. We also give trade signals to our members on what to trade daily for profit. Thank you so much for your time. Bye. Okay, this is how to use the Bitmex calculator. Bitmex calculator is always disturbing me on my phone, so I'm going to see how I'm going to work with it. Okay, so this is the Bitmex calculator. Let me see, it's going to show wider. It's not. Okay guys, take care. Bye.